Hey, Sidwell friends, it's Mr. Flood. None of you remember me? Not a problem. No, I was there last month. I was at your school in Washington. And listen, it's okay if you don't remember me, guys and girls. I'm more concerned that you remember something that I said to you that day for the time that I was with you. So I usually send this video, my thank you videos, to schools about 2 or 3 weeks after I'm at a school, and it's been over a month since I was at your school. And I apologize for that, guys and girls, but for the chaos, that's been going on, my schedule has been a little bit upended, and I just kind of got away from sending videos because I've been doing other things, trying to take care of myself and take care of my family, that I hope, assume most of you are doing as well. So firstly, let me say this. Thank you for the way that you treated me when I was there. You have an awesome school, obviously. I told Mrs. Monday that when I walked in, and I told her that when I left. And you guys and girls know that you're in very good hands there. And I love the room that I got to speak in. It was kind of a unique, the chapel room. I forget what you call the room that we were in. Where you guys have services, and it was great. It was warm, and all of you guys and girls treated me so well and were so kind. And some of you spoke to me afterwards, which is always touches my heart, that I connected with people. So thank you for the way that you treated me. And secondly, I always have an ulterior motive when I send these videos, guys and girls. I wanted to remind you of the challenges that I gave you when I was there, and it was just 3 simple, quick things. I wish I had more time with you. I'd love to come back. I hope I get a chance to come back someday. But 3 simple things that you really should be implementing now, especially because of the situation that we're in. Because there are 3 things that can really help you connect with other people, and when you do that, you're really taking care of yourself too. Look on the inside of people. We're all alike. We're all alike on the inside, and this virus and what we're going through now proves that to us. When you look at someone else, you have to say to yourself, that could be me. That person's just like me. That family's just like my family. That school's just like my school, right? It doesn't matter, right? What color your skin is, how young or old you are, what religion you practice, what ethnicity you are, where you live, all of those things, we are all the same. Yes, we have differences, but now is the time. And when you, guys and girls, when you acknowledge that we're all the same, that's when you go to compassion and empathy. Because if you realize that you're just like someone else, you can have tremendous compassion for them, and they for you also. So continue to practice realizing that we are all the same on the inside where it counts. Second reason I'm coming, second challenge I gave you when I was there was to connect with adults in the building. And guys, I don't know how, much experience your teachers and the staff there had educating you with online stuff. Maybe you have, maybe you were a little bit ahead of other schools, but you have to assume that teachers have never done this before. Now they're probably getting used to it now and acclimating, but now is a time to really continue to show up for your teachers. Not show up physically, obviously, but show up online and be there and participate in class and show up to the Zoom room, whatever you're doing, on time. Can you have fun? Absolutely. But don't you want to be the person when you get back to school? Don't you want to be the person when the teacher says to you, hey, thank you for showing up. Thank you for participating in the class. Thank you for making my job easier, simpler when I was trying to teach you guys online. Don't you want to be that person, right? That you really make a connection with the adults, counselors, teachers, administrators, anybody that you're in contact with in the school. And the third challenge I gave you guys and girls was no one eats alone. And I know you can't do that now, but I really want you to think about a kid. And maybe it's not someone who goes to your school. Maybe it's just a kid from your neighborhood. I don't know. But think of someone who, now we're all in isolation, but think about the kids who were lonely and suffering in isolation when they were in school. And think about how much more isolated they are now, how doubly isolated they are now. So I had a teacher reach out to me last week, guys, and she said, Mr. Flood, I teach hearing impaired students. I teach deaf students. And I'm having a really difficult time connecting with and teaching them online now. And I said to her, when was the last time you suppose any of your students got a handwritten letter in the mail? And she said, oh my God, I've never thought of that. I was writing cards out with my daughter, and we were sending cards out to some people, but I never thought to send them to my students. And I said, I still, to this day, and I would ask you guys, when was the last time you got a letter? When was the last time you wrote someone a letter? Like, email's great, texting, FaceTime, Snapchat, but maybe, and maybe that's the way to reach out to a kid who's lonely. I don't know. Well, however, maybe you send a carrier pigeon to their house. I don't care what you do. I care that you just do, that you reach out to someone. And again, maybe it's not somebody in your school. You know, maybe it's not somebody in the school, but maybe it's a cousin of yours, or a neighbor, or a family friend that you don't go to school with. Say, no, I'm thinking about this person. Let this be a time when you strengthen connections, when you really, really strengthen connections, because all we have now is time. We have so much time to do those things now. No distractions. There's no other distractions. And have healthy fear, guys, not debilitating fear. Okay, we're going to be okay. Filter the information that you take out. All of you guys are very smart. Please filter the information, though, that you take in through social media, through your mom and dad, your caregiver, whoever takes care of you, that you don't take in too much, negative information. True information is good, but over and over and over again can be debilitating and be very scary. So maintain a healthy fear, right? And filter the information you take in. And guys, yours was the last school I spoke at. After March 6th, everything got canceled for me. I have something in June. I don't think it's going to happen. I don't know. There was one that was postponed and put off. I don't think I'll be speaking again until maybe this summer. Who knows? Maybe September. I hope that we're back in school soon. But I will tell you this. It's not the last speech I'm ever going to give. I know I'm going to speak again. But if speaking at Sidwell was the last speech I was going to give, I'd be very content in knowing that my audience there treated me well and loved me. So be well, Sidwell friends. Thank you, guys. Take care of yourselves and take care of your families. Have a good day.